Hey guys, it's Mrs. Capello. I'm coming to you from my super secret office here at school. I bet you can't guess where I am, but it's not the library. I wanted to read our second chapter of Sideways Stories from Wayside School to you. I hope you guys liked the first chapter about Mrs. Gorf. She liked to turn her students into apples, if you remember, and then she ended up getting turned into an apple herself and was eaten. So let's see what the next chapter will bring us. It is called Mrs. Jules. Mrs. Jules had a terribly nice face. She stood at the bottom of Wayside School and looked up. She was supposed to teach class on the 30th story. The children on the 30th story were scared. They had never told anybody what had happened to Mrs. Gorf. They hadn't had a teacher for 3 days. They were afraid of what their new teacher would be like. They had heard she'd be a terribly nice teacher. They never had a nice teacher. They were terribly afraid of nice teachers. So they've not had a teacher for 3 days. How do you think that would go in your classroom without having a teacher for 3 days? Sounds pretty risky to me. Mrs. Jules walked up the winding, creaking staircase to the 30th story. That sounds exhausting. She was also afraid. She was afraid of the children. She had heard they would be horribly cute children. She had never taught cute children. She was horribly afraid of cute children. She opened the door to the classroom. She was terribly nice. The children could tell just by looking at her. Mrs. Jules looked at the children. They were horribly cute. In fact, they were much too cute to be children. "I don't believe it," said Mrs. Jules. "It's a room full of monkeys." The children looked at each other. They didn't see any monkeys. "This is ridiculous," said Mrs. Jules. "Just ridiculous. I walked all the way up 30 flights of stairs for nothing but a class of monkeys. What do they think I am? I'm a teacher, not a zookeeper." The children looked at her. They didn't know what to say. Todd scratched his head. "Oh, I'm sorry," said Mrs. Jules. "Please don't get me wrong. I have nothing against monkeys. It's just that I was expecting children. I like monkeys. I really do. Why, I'm sure we can play all kinds of monkey games." "What are you talking about?" asked Todd. Mrs. Jules nearly fell off her chair. "Well, what do you know? A talking monkey. Tomorrow I'll bring you a banana." "My name is Todd," said Todd. The children were flabbergasted. They all raised their hands. "I'm sorry," said Mrs. Jules, "but I don't have enough bananas for all of you. I didn't expect this. Next week I'll bring in a whole bushel." "I don't want a banana," said Calvin. "I'm not a monkey." "Would you like a peanut?" asked Mrs. Jules. "I think I might have a bag of peanuts in my purse. Wait a second. Yes, here it is." "Thanks," said Calvin. Calvin liked peanuts. Allison stood up. "I'm not a monkey," she said. "I'm a girl. My name is Allison, and so is everybody else." Mrs. Jules was shocked. "Do you mean to tell me that every monkey in here is named Allison?" "No," said Jenny. "She means we're all children. My name is Jenny." "No," said Mrs. Jules. "You're much too cute to be children." Jason raised his hand. "Yes," said Mrs. Jules, "the chimpanzee in the red shirt." "My name is Jason," said Jason, "and I'm not a chimpanzee." "You're too small to be a gorilla," said Mrs. Jules. "I'm a boy," said Jason. "You're not a monkey?" asked Mrs. Jules. "No," said Jason. "And the rest of the class, they're not monkeys either?" asked Mrs. Jules. "No," said Allison. "That's what we've been trying to tell you." "Are you sure?" asked Mrs. Jules. "We'd know if we were monkeys, wouldn't we?" asked Calvin. "I don't know," said Mrs. Jules. "Do monkeys know that they are monkeys?" "I don't know," said Allison. "I'm not a monkey." "No, I suppose you're not," said Mrs. Jules. "Okay, in that case we have a lot of work to do. Reading, writing, subtraction, addition, spelling. Everybody take out a piece of paper. We will have a test now." Jason tapped Todd on the shoulder. He said, "Do you want to know something? I liked it better when she thought we were monkeys." "I know," said Todd. "I guess now it means she won't bring me a banana." There will be no talking in class, said Mrs. Jewls. She wrote Todd's name on the blackboard under the word discipline. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. Here's a picture. I forgot to show you guys the picture at the beginning of the story. So there's Mrs. Jewls, and for some reason she thinks they're all monkeys. So, another silly story from Sideways Stories of Wayside School. I hope that you liked that one. I think so far I liked the Mrs. Gorf story the best. But we will have one more next week, and then we'll be starting a new unit after that. So, hope you enjoyed the story, and remember, after you do one of the 3 activities, you can choose which activity you would like to do next. All right, see you soon. Bye.